Hi everybody, it's Lavinia. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be creating my journal page, my artisan journal page for the collab hashtag Artisan Journal Prompt 2024, which is hosted by Patty at Life with Patty. I will link her channel in the title of this video. And this week's prompt is Valentine's. So you can join in if you like at any time, maybe catch up or use whichever prompt that you like to maybe create your own artisan journal page. And this is week 6. I had forgotten about the first week, which was the introduction page. So yeah, this is week 6 and this is a 2-page spread. So this is my 2 pages here. And what I've decided to use, I've pulled out some items. I have here some matte gel, some acrylic gesso. I have here a brush that I use for acrylics and the matte gel, so it's separate than my watercolor brushes. I also tore out a book page and I already put down the acrylic gesso, so I'm just waiting for that to dry, because what I'd like to do is use my Derwent Inktense pencils, maybe to draw some hearts on there. And coincidentally, if you watched my other video on the prompt for quotes, I had a couple of little stickers which were by Lisa Lacry. I subscribe to her Patreon, and she's actually the artist who drew the cover for this tin. I think maybe she might not have been married at that time, because it says by Lisa Clow, and I think she goes by Lisa Clow Lacry or Lisa Lacry. So I'm going to use my Inktense pencils here, probably on this page here. I also have my little cup of water here. I pulled out this stamp. It has some flowers on there, so I'm going to try that out. I have this die stamp. It's been years. It's at least 6 years that I've had it. I really hardly use it, so I'm hoping that it's still, I can still use that maybe with those flowers. I have this little packet of heart jimmies that I think I won in a bingo. There was a bingo going on YouTube, and I participated in that, and I think that's where that came from. I also have this card. So it has this shiny kind of looking foil. It says love you, different color hearts there. And I had taken out the inside, but I thought this cardstock in here, I might be able to cut out and use that as well. And then I have this here piece of fabric that has some hearts on there too, so I'm going to incorporate that. I also have these little mini glitter shapes, which are in the shape of hearts, so I'm going to use those. And I also tore out this little pink from a paper pad, this little pink note that I can maybe put as a journaling page area. And I think for the background, I'm going to use this sheet of paper. It has some paisley. It's very light pink. And this, I got this page from this Paper Studio cardstock. So, and I also have here a water brush for my Inktense pencil. So I think first what I'm going to do is maybe just tear off pieces of this paper and just put it down rather than just cutting the straight piece. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll do that off camera. Okay, I'm starting to put the pieces down, but I also forgot to mention that I have this punch with little hearts. So I'm going to be using that, perhaps maybe with a different colored cardstock, and gluing those down as well. Okay, so I think this is going to be my layout for the paper. So I'm just going to now go ahead and use the matte gel and glue it down to the journal page. So this is the matte gel, and I'm just being generous here and laying that down. And start putting the paper. And so I'm just going to go ahead and continue with this and layering the other pieces of cardstock. And I'm not too worried if an edge shows up, because I may end up putting washi tape around the edge of the paper. Okay, so I have all my cardstock down. I'm just going to take another layer of this matte gel and just go over it. And if you don't have matte gel, naturally you can use Mod Podge, you can use whichever glue you like. I just happen to have this matte gel hanging around in my craft room for, it's got to be at least 3 years. So this is again the year where I want to use my supplies. So just want to make use of it. And there we go. So I'm just going to have this dry a little bit. I might take my heat tool, especially to this, it's still a little bit shiny in some areas. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will be back. Okay, so these are dry, and what I did is I took a piece of cardboard. This is just cardboard from inside wet cat food, just to keep the cans layered. So what I did is I folded it in half, and I cut out this larger heart, and then I just cut out this little heart. And I think what I'm going to do is just maybe put some little hearts here. I'm going to trace that with the Derwent, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put washi tape on top of this heart, and then trim any of the washi tape edges and use that on here. So let me start first, I think, with this little heart, and just draw some little hearts in here. Not sure if the phone, there we go. There's this red and this pink, so I might use these. And I'm just going to put these hearts along the page. And these are not watercolor pencil. I think they're ink, so they will dissolve in water, but they sort of stay put where they're at. So I'm going to put one there. Maybe I'll use this pink one here. I'll just make like a chain of hearts. Maybe another red one here. So we'll see how this works out. Okay, maybe another pink one here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to color it in a little bit. I've not tried this before, so we'll see how that works with the gesso. I had bought these Inktense pencil, they're by Derwent, years ago, because I actually wanted to use them on fabric. And I I did use them for a little project I had made, but that was the main reason why I had bought this. Okay, so I have here my water brush. I'm just going to dip it in water. And let's see what happens. So you can see how that is dissolving. Very nice bright fuchsia. So I like how that is turning out there with that pink. Dissolves very quickly. You don't need too much. As you can see, it covers quite a bit and it dissolves really nicely. Okay, now I'm going to go for the red. Look how beautiful that is. Go. So just to show you a little bit up close here. Okay, just going to rinse that off, and I'm going to go ahead and use my heat tool to go ahead and dry this off.